Hello everyone, and welcome to this Therapeutic Thursday. So I wanted to do a quick video this week about visualization and how we can use it. So, I'm sure you know about different techniques in meditation and opening your intuition. There's a lot of people start with the rose, or the screen when you try to open your third eye. Right, all the intuitive basics of really using the visualization. So, using your imagination is a start to being able to visualize. I always say go back to that childlike wonder and start using your imagination. Fly on the back of a dragon, that kind of thing, really to open up your ability to imagine and visualize. And when you visualize, you're accessing different parts of your brain, as I always like to say. And there are methods that we can do to help us, some self-care and also really some therapeutic methods as well. One of the main really areas that you can use in visualization is like a box. It's called a box, therapeutic box, like a safety box kind of thing. So what I will tell some of my clients is, if they say they've got something coming up, they've got an emotion coming up, and they get triggered, right? A lot of times we get triggered with things and we're like, I don't have time for this right now. I've got to work, I've got to go get my kid, I have to be present in this moment right now. I cannot deal with what's happening. And a trick that we can use is pulling that visualization aid in. Take a moment, and you can get really good at this where people don't even know what you're doing. But sometimes, in the beginning, you might have to sit down and take a couple minutes to yourself. Visualize a box, a treasure chest, or something, something. You can create whatever you want. It could be an urn if you want it. It could be in a cave, So what you do is you really take the time to create, imagine, visualize this thing. So we'll just say it's a chest right now. So I'm going to create this box, this chest. And, the walls are going to be, maybe they're ornate, there's jewels on it, but it's made of steel, you can't get in it. What does the top look like? I think, okay, is it a combination lock? Does it have a really cool old skeleton key? Create this box, and you can take as much time or as little time as you want, and put that feeling, that trigger, that thing that's really bothering you, imagine it as something, a substance, as a tangible item, and put it inside that box, and then lock it away. So this is a little different than how, it can be unhealthy to compartmentalize, emotions and traumas and things. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being able to adapt in the moment. So you're putting whatever this emotion is in this box, putting it away, locking it away so it's safe. And so you're safe, but it's there so you can access it when you have time. When you do have the ability to, process what happened, work through it. Maybe it's a time when you're going to wait to see your therapist. Maybe it's a time when you can get home and you have the ability to journal. You have the ability to work through, what happened. That's when you go back and you visualize your box. You unlock it, you get whatever out, and you allow it to be present with you in that moment, when you can process it, when you can work with it. And that is just one of the amazing things with visualization that you can do. I love that. There are so many times things will pop up and it's like, I don't have time, I can't deal with this. And that is what I like to do. Then there's some other parts of visualization. I think we talked another week about your calm place, your safe place that you can go. You can just as a quick moment even to settle down, and again, you can take as much time or as little as you want, where you visualize your individual safe place where no one else can go unless you invite them, but I suggest not, just yours, to calm down, That can be a place in nature, it can be on the beach, it can be wherever, it can be in a comfortable room somewhere, but you're visualizing it. And that's the same thing as bringing in that visualization to help regulate your emotions, in the moment. You can use visualization for meditation, of course. There's that wonderful guided meditations where you start visualizing. You actually are creating what you're hearing in your mind, right? In like your mind's eye. You're creating that reality for you. And who's to say it's not reality? Because your brain is actually creating that. How does that work? We don't know. Science can't explain everything, right? It can explain a lot, but not a lot of those type of things. We do know that our brain waves change and adapt, when we do meditations. We know that it affects our sympathetic and parasympathetic system. We regulate. So that visualization is really a big key for being able to help us, in our daily life, being able to help us to connect. Think about even visualizing if I'm, in there in my office and I can't get outside. I can look and see, there's River's Bend Sanctuary. But I can also close my eyes and visualize and actually put myself out here going for a walk, going along the river or into our wooded trails. I can visualize myself doing that, and it feels like I am actually doing it. I am there, and I can get those benefits as if I actually was. So those are some of the amazing benefits of visualization. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. And let me know if there are any little tidbits that you would like me to do for one of our Therapeutic Thursdays. Thank you much. Have a good one.